And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Charlotte's offense is on the field for the first time today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's sacked. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the 49ers are in the hurry-up.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. He's got him this time. There he goes. They just gashed the defense. And they've got it down to the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires. And it's caught. Touchdown, Niners.
And this offense just made their first. The first drive, fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here comes the hurry up.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down.
Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Henson. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The 49ers want to move quickly.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Quick spin on the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Rush. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. NC State quick to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. So 1st down here as they go back to work. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, and making a nice play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fit it in the window for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin in those... Picked off! What a play to set him up! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Hart. Made a defender miss. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
brings up.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got him downfield. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Rides the back on the option to give. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Pedrino. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. NC State going up tempo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
Music now, form.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3. And
he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's dragged down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And the extra point was good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the 49ers moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Wilkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it?
No gain on the play. It's third down.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The 49ers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It is perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. It's a seam wide open. Inside. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
And the 49ers will line up to kick. Start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Gonna run it. It's Pedrino. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henson. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. NC State quick to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the 49ers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The 49ers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
How about the day for this young fella?
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen. The defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hodges. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's sacked. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Charlotte, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lawrence. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The 49ers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens. But nice job just creating some space, running the football, springing one loose. I will take it. I didn't think it was going to go that far, but I'll take it.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Gets the back moving. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.